Hello everyone, this is Alejandro Cremades and today we're going to be talking about what is the marketing strategy in a pitch deck. So before we get started, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, and this way you will never miss out on any of the videos that we roll out every week. So in today's video, we're going to be really breaking down for you the marketing strategy in a pitch deck, because ultimately it's a make it or break it. Anyone, even a monkey, can raise money to dump it on ads here and there. So you need to be very thoughtful and very detailed oriented. So in today's video, we're going to be breaking it down for you and give you all those insights. So let's get into it. So the importance of the advertising strategy in your pitch deck. So it's actually more important than what you think, because really here what you're doing is giving the idea to the investor that you have a clear understanding of your customer. If you know your customer inside and out, you're gonna know where they hang, how you're putting the ad in front of them, what's the platform that you're using. Maybe it's Instagram stories, or maybe it's Facebook, or maybe it's LinkedIn or Google, or whatever that is. But what you want to do is give the investor a sense that you've done your homework, that you've done enough analysis, that you've crunched enough data to really understand how you get in front of those people and in a very effective way to close them as customers. That's ultimately going to impact the budget and how much it's costing you to acquire a customer that is coming to buy your product or your service. So the problem is actually very important here, and it's really critical to really position this in a way in which you're really combining it with the solution. The storytelling side of it is coming across very powerfully. So that's why you're not just focusing the marketing strategy for just one single slide. You're literally baking that problem with a combination of the solution all the way starting from the cover slide. On the cover slide, to a certain degree, you're already jumping into action. You're showcasing a powerful visual where you're kind of like giving an idea of what you're resolving, what you're tackling. So it's not about one single slide when it comes to that marketing approach. It's really combining the marketing, the sales, also in parallel with the problem and the solution, and that's part of the flow and the structure that you're baking in your own presentation. The solution is just like we just talked about in the problem, but the thing is that the marketing and the strategy can also be baked into the product itself. There's some products that have the viral effects going on, or the network effects going on, the flywheel approach where maybe one person comes in, that person that comes in refers another few that are coming into. So the marketing strategy is also baked into the product, which is ultimately the solution. And at the end of the day, if you have a great solution, a great product, or a great service, the word of mouth is going to help to grow even faster, because if someone likes what you're doing, guess what? They're going to tell their friends, they're going to tell their family. So that product, that solution, it's also part of having that organic essence, that organic distribution that your product is going to help to push to get others to come in. So the market size is also going to be an interesting slide where you're baking that marketing strategy in, because you need to understand who are you targeting? How big is that pool of people that you're targeting? Where are they? I mean, how much money, what in the billions, is this market? And how you're planning on really targeting that slowly. So this is also going to be part of how you're tackling the marketing strategy, which is not just, as we said, not just focusing the marketing strategy in one single slide, but slowly baking it into the whole flow and structure. So that's why you're going to be putting it on the cover slide, like we said earlier. That's why you're going to be putting it on the market size, as we're saying now. And just the market size, again, is going to allow the investor to understand how big of returns they may be able to get on their money. And that's why you're never going to go after markets that are under 1 billion, because then it's not going to really justify the risk that the investor is taking for placing an investment in your business. So the target customers are super important when it comes to the marketing strategy because you want to really break it down for the investor. Who are these people? What are their age? Where do they hang out? What are their interests? What are their hobbies? These are some of the things that are going to help you understand how you can use ads and be even more targeted to get in front of your potential customers. So again, I have in numerous occasions case studies and examples of entrepreneurs that have gone into a office of an investor. They sat down, they were doing the presentation, the investor was probably on their phone with their feet up on the table, whatever that was. And then all of a sudden they started talking about the customer. They started breaking down what was the profile of that customer. And then you can see how the investor slowly is getting more into it. They put down the phone, they get into the presentation, they ask questions. So that's why knowing and being able to break down your customers like inside and out is going to not only help you in captivating the interest from the investor, but then also for you to get clear as to how you're getting out there and making it happen in a very effective and fast way. So the traction slide is going to validate your marketing strategy efforts. Here you're going to be throwing some numbers. It could be about the revenue. It could be about the number of customers that you're onboarding. It could be about the retention of those customers that are coming in. And retention is absolutely everything, let me tell you. So the traction slide is really going to validate and confirm the essence of that marketing strategy. Part of the marketing strategy also means the team. So on the team slide, you want to put that you have maybe like a CMO, a Chief Marketing Officer, or that you or team members have been in your space for some time, that they understand it, that they understand the customers, that they understand some of the channels where you're going to be marketing to really get in front of the right people. Maybe that you have access to perhaps relationships that can open up doors to distribution, for business development deals, for partnerships. And again, it's all about business, not about what you know. It's about who you know. So having those networks are going to give that sense to the investor that you are going to be in a position to activate the marketing strategy in a more powerful way. It's important not to forget about the business model, because just as we've said that on the product, the marketing strategy is going to be baked in, the business model needs to make sense. I remember, for example, how PayPal was giving $10 per person for opening an account back then when they were starting, and that was a great marketing strategy, but that made sense on the amount of money that they were able to recoup or to make from every customer that they would give those $10 at the beginning. So you want to understand what is essentially the money that you're going to be putting out and what is the money that you're going to be getting in from those efforts as a return on such investment. Then if the part of the ask is going to be the money that you're going to be raising for marketing, perhaps you already have the product, you already have the team. Now it's time to really scale, to really expand. You want to talk about maybe advertising, about marketing, about a team for sales, whatever that is, that it's going to get and really combine those marketing strategy efforts. You want to put them on the ask, the use of proceeds. How much are you raising and where are you going to be allocating that money? So that's going to be for that. We'd love to hear what you think on the comment section below and what you're up to in terms of marketing strategy. Hit a like on the video and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on all the videos that we're rolling out every week. And then also, if you're raising money, feel free to shoot me a note to Alejandro@pantheraadvisors.com. We'd love to help out. Thank you so much for watching.